And hello and welcome back to the Winning Post, and this is our preview show looking ahead to the 27th of August, a single race day in Pune. Anith as always joins me to take us through the race card, and let's see how well we can do. Tall order, because we did get between the two of us 6 winners, and we opposed, well, I certainly opposed Snowfall, who didn't win. So let's see whether we can do as well as we did on that day.
Thank you for having me in the show, Mohit. It's a pleasure chatting with you, and no expert, as I mentioned last time, but surely love sharing our thoughts and sharing my views, and if it could help all our patrons, why not?
The first race, a Class 5 to kick off proceedings and over a 10 furlong trip. Power of Thor will certainly go better. He kind of plods on, and often these races are not won by those horses that are finishing fastest, but by those who are not finishing the slowest. That's why I've abandoned Regal Prince here. Amped finished on well, and now in the lower class is my pick over Power of Thor. Anith?
Mohit, for me, Amped is the horse to watch out for in the first race. A decent third in the Independence Cup. Surely will come well from that, and ran in the higher class, so surely stands out for me. Wadandi, needed that start according to me. That was the only start, and needed that lung opener. Wasn't handled that well by the boy last time. This time being ridden by Vishal and Bunde, so that comes in. Power of Thor, been consistent in the first couple of outings in Pune, winner of one start, so I'd give that a place prospect again. So for me, in the first race, it would be Amped first, Wadandi second, and Power of Thor third.
Okay, great. Race number 2. This 5 furlong scurry may just work out well for Slam Dunk, who has tremendous early speed, and if he has come on from his last race, could be the steamer in this set. Enlightened runs with some form, and his second 2 weeks ago may just set him up well for this race. I'm confused. Enlightened, Slam Dunk. I'm going to go Enlightened, Slam Dunk, and the Pianist.
So yeah, Mohit, in the second race, Enlightened. Enlightened is the one that we need to watch out for. Good second last time out. Surely will come well from that. And the next would be the Pianist. I have only been able to take out these two in the second race. One start, close fifth, working well, has to improve. So it'll be Enlightened first and the Pianist second for me in the second race.
Alright, let's take a look at race 3. 2 of the 6 runners out here are from the late M.M. Ramaswamy's stable, and Own Legacy is preferred. But they all have to beat Botero in my mind, who is the form horse here, who's going to relish the strip and certainly is the one to beat.
So yes, Mohit, the third race, Botero, that's the one that we did speak about when it had first run, but according to me needed that run, and now running over a mile and a quarter. So I think Botero would fancy that, and so would I, and we all would. In fact, I think it does look tough to beat. Own Voice comes in with a chance. Has done nothing wrong. Bred to stay. He'll come out of that run that he's had. Regal Command again. Been consistent, working pretty well. So that comes in as a place prospect. But for me, in the third race, according to me, it'll be Botero first, Own Voice second, and Regal Command third.
Alright, race 4. Skyfall is going through the grades and will target a Class 1 for the first time. Most of the others are a bit long in the tooth, and I'll stick with Skyfall in the belief that he is still improving and is a pure Class 1 horse. For me, it's Skyfall. Market King, who ran second to him last time, is my second pick, and Endeavour is third.
So Mohit, in the fourth race, Skyfall, an impressive winner last time in Class 2, carried a whole class penalty. Market King, ran behind Skyfall, in that only start in Pune, giving weight to Skyfall. Today they run on level weights, so that'll be interesting. According to me, Market King would come over Skyfall, and Endeavour done nothing wrong. According to me, is a place prospect. My 3 in the fourth race would be Market King first, Skyfall second, and Endeavour third.
Race number 5. Prinya has been working very well, but is debuting out here, so she may just need the run. Kimiko is another one that's worked very well, and with a run under her in Pune is my pick. Pacey Shroff's juveniles can never be ignored, and Sierra de la Plata is worth following if the information on her is positive. So for me, Quimico, Prinia and Sierra del La Plata. Anit?
So Mohit, Golden Neil, has had two starts this season. Decent run, well bred. Last time out over 7 furlong. Finished fifth in a decent set of horses. Bound to improve from there. So that comes in. Balenciaga, running over 7 furlong. I think the distance, you would cherish the distance. Quimico comes in as a place prospect for me. So I think my top three would be Golden Neil, Balenciaga, and Quimico.
Race 6 in a complicated class 4, and Gutsy Girl is the one that has the form coming into this race. With 5 kilos off again, I'm gonna stick with Gutsy Girl over Cypher, who credibly ran second off a winner's penalty. Go back sometime to Sophia second, and the 5 kilos off brings her into the mix as well. Follow the money on that one.
So Mohit, in the sixth race, Cypher, has done nothing wrong. Winner of its first start, last start, second start, which is pretty unlucky. Lost ground at the start, and yet came out flying from the clouds to finish on second. I think that's the horse that we all need to watch out for on Saturday. If it jumps out well, gets a level start, I think it's going to be very tough to beat Cypher. Northern Singer, very, very impressive winner last time, surprised us all, making it a pillar to post victory. That for me, would come in as well. And Gusty Girl, just as a place prospect and to get into the mix of things, I think is my third choice. For me, the top three in the sixth race would be Cypher first, Northern Singer second, and Gusty Girl third.
Alright, very good. Race 7. The penultimate race of the day is a class 5 over 7 furlongs, and Anushka, Between Friends and Cognosco are the ones with recent form. Anushka has recently picked up a winner's penalty and is likely to have to wait her turn again. Cognosco and Between Friends have picked up enough points without troubling the judge, and with the claim, it's Cognosco who works out marginally better when comparing their run back on the 17th of April. I'm going Cognosco, Between Friends and Anushka.
So Mohit, seventh race, I've been tracking this horse and I've been fancying it each time it's run the last couple of times. But according to me and what I could understand and what I could take out from its last two starts, that 5 furlong was not the correct distance. 7 is the right distance, and it runs 7 this time, and that's Cognosco. So we need to keep all eyes on Cognosco on Saturday. Anushka, winner in the same class, fourth in class 4, should be there again as a place prospect. Between Friends has done nothing wrong, been very, very consistent in Bombay, second, third, fourth. It's been, there all the time and working pretty well. For me, my top 3 choices in the 7th race, Mohit, would be Cognosco first, Anushka second, and Between Friends third.
Okay, and finally, our last race. If Dragoness has come right and found her form from a classic year, she could be a serious threat in this one. The time must have done her some good, and she has worked well. However, my pick is Tyrone Black. He has some very solid form coming here, including a second to Mohit, who went on to win the Bangalore Colts Trial Stakes over the summer, and I feel he's scopy enough with enough improvement yet left to come. So, Tyrone Black, Dragoness, Mystical Rose for me.
So Mohit, in the 8th and last race, I think Mystical Rose stands out. Boy didn't handle the horse pretty well last time out, and I think that lung opener was required. It's going to be really hard to catch Mystical Rose, according to me. What also comes in, and you need to keep your eyes on Speculator, very quiet but a decent run last time out. And I think Speculator would come into the mix of things as well. Full of grace, had a start, run a close fourth to Dali Swirl, where Lord and Master finished on second, if you remember. And then thereafter, Lord and Master came out and won last week. So Full of Grace comes in as well. So for me, it's going to be a very close call between the 3, which will be Mystical Rose, Speculator, and Full of Grace.
Alright, Anit, thanks very much for that. We hope each and every one of you have a great day at the races, whether you're there physically or joining play.rwigc.com virtually. Do remember, be safe, bet responsibly, and as always, may the horse be with you. Thank you and goodbye.